never contemplated retirement because I felt like musicians should retire. I looked at the great musicians when I was a kid, and they still getting down, like B.B. King. I bumped into B.B. King. He was sitting down holding Lucille, and he was still going hard in the yard. He whispered something in my ear, and it was so, I can't even tell y'all what he said, but it was so gangster. And it just made me want to say I'd never retire. Because B.B. King was doing what my grandfather used to play B.B. King. And, you know, so I never thought about retiring. I never want to retire. I'm going to do this until the day I die. I think the 90s was more about originality and being diverse and being, you know, original and being the first to do it in your era. I believe the 2000s is a different era for the youth and the young generation, and, you know, they're different than we were, but at the same time, we was different than the people who came before us in the 80s. And I respect their movement like people respect our movements, and it's just a youth, you know, expansion of who they are. They was passed down. They the 80s crack babies, we the 90s, they the 2000s, whatever it is, it's all good music, and it's all in good taste because it continues to grow and grow and grow. A generation that's definitely going to be something different than what you've seen in the past. I'm anxious to see, you know, because there's a lot of new artists that come out. And, you know, people say that they're original and they're different, but they're really not. They're doing things that was done before the same way we did things that were done before. But it's just looked at differently because some of the young, you know, people that's listening don't have any history on the music game before, you know, they started listening to music. And that's the sad part, is that there's nobody really teaching the history of hip-hop or the history of this music that we do. So a lot of kids feel like, you know, this thing just started as opposed to knowing it started in the 70s. You know, I always be crying like Kanye West on the low, don't nobody know. I be always crying and griping about like not winning a certain award, and it's a Grammy, right? And I got like about 10 or 12 nominations for Grammy Awards, and they always give you a little gold medal that say you're a nominee. I'm about ready to break these medals because I can't win them. So I always say that, to me, when I coach these kids in football and see them go to high school and take a high school football team that wasn't winning and become winners because of the kids that were in my league, that were coached by me, that were inspired by me, that to me is bigger than a Grammy or any other award that I can win, because I'm saving lives and I'm changing lives and I'm giving hope to some kids who basically, you know, could have been, you know, another gang member, another drug dealer, but they turning their lives around and becoming football players or becoming young men and becoming disciplined, and they doing all the right things with their lives and making their mothers and fathers proud, and they're breaking the chain. And to me, that is what that Crenshaw High School football team symbolizes, not the whole team, but just a couple of key factors, along with their coaching staff, what their coaches have been doing for years, along with what I've been doing for the past 5 years, just trying to give back and not really get no attention, no media, no love, but it don't discourage me because that's not why I do it. I do it for the result. Like I just told you, when a kid goes to high school and says, Coach Shilp, I'm going to college, USC wants to sign me, or University of Florida wants to sign me, the coach came to visit my mom and he wants to give me a scholarship, that means the world to me, because now that kid gets a chance to become a young man and become something in life.